Mrs. D, you're on the camera now.
Hello.
She's got your little braids going today.
Okay.
And then Ellie Bear.
Well, Ellie
This
would
is
say
all
Anna.
about me today.
It
and
is?
I'm gonna throw.
Ah,
It's all about me.
Snowball
that's
at
not
Daddy.
good.
Yeah.
Hey, let's go find Maddie. What do you think? Where's Maddie?
In
Let's go back and find her and see if she's okay, okay?
Okay.
Let's go, quick, come on. You ready for chili? I'm making chili. We always have to make chili when we come up here because the girls love it.
Canned
They
stuff.
like the canned stuff. They don't like any of the other.
Yeah, if
they
I
don't
make
like
my
the famous-
homemade stuff, it's like, oh, that. Where's
they
the
don't-
where's the other one? The
Yeah,
real,
I
the
like
normal
Mrs.
chili.
D's famous chili, but they, I don't know, they like,
This is normal chili, and if I make chili, it's like,
this is normal chili.
but we like the homemade stuff.
Can I have a paper towel?
A paper towel? What do we say?
What do you say?
Please.
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 What do you need a paper towel for? Welcome back to the channel, everyone. So as you can see, we're at the cabin. We moved to North Idaho, what, Mrs. D? 4 months ago? 3.5 months ago?
3.5 months ago, yeah.
Almost 4 months. So now we get to come up to the shed cabin every now and then. And the reason we're up here this weekend is because our trail cam, which we showed you in, I don't know, a couple of years ago, a video. It's one of those remote cell phone ones. So one day our boat was there. I'll roll in a picture of that. One day our boat was sitting in there in frame. Next day it was gone, and we had a really big windstorm. So we figured 99% chance it was just the wind that blew it off. So that's the case. So we got the boat out there, it just blew it off of the trailer. This was a massive windstorm, 50, 60 mile an hour winds coming through here. And we did have one casualty, no trees. I brought my chainsaw up because I figured there'd be trees down, but did you see any trees down?
No.
There's one I think that was tipped over, but it's not even on our property. So these trees seem to be pretty healthy and everything, so that's good. But we lost our woodshed, so I'm gonna have to rebuild that in the spring. I never got it done anyway, so it didn't really matter, but. And so I kind of figured that would happen because it wasn't anchored down. We just didn't get it finished. So we're gonna do it right. Now that we're up here, we can kind of concentrate on getting things done correct instead of quick. All right, so let's do a quick walk around to the property, the cabin, and kind of what happened after this windstorm. You know, it wasn't like that big a deal for us, but right over here, our trail cam, which is up on the cabin still. We've had that up there for years, probably what, 4 years now, 3 years?
Mm-hmm.
Did a review on that quite a while ago. So we can see the trailer and the boat in there. So one day it was there, the next day it was gone. There was a big windstorm, so it just blew it off the side. So we're gonna flip that back over, or maybe just lean it up against the tree. What do you think? And probably get it back in frame. I like to be able to see it.
Could we tie it down to the trailer so it doesn't do that again?
Yeah, I think I have some tie-down straps in there. So we'll just we'll just flip it upside down. I usually keep it upside down up here. And then over here, let's just walk around the front. Everything's the same. Nothing happened to the cabin at all, so that's good. None of the roof ripped up or anything. I usually kind of screw those down, but there's a couple panels. We got 2 more panels in there that I want to put up, and I got the brackets for those, so we'll have to screw those down. This was the major casualty right there, the woodshed.
That we never used
That
yet.
we never used.
We
I
haven't
didn't use
even-
it. Built that right when this whole lockdown deal went into effect, and we thought, oh man, we're gonna have to. Oh, there's my sheath.
Yeah, I just
there
almost
we go.
stepped on it.
So when the whole lockdown thing went into effect, we knocked this thing together really fast, thinking, we don't know, or maybe we have to stay up here for a while. We didn't know. That didn't happen. I'm not saying it won't happen, but we just never got it done, never got it anchored down, so it just fell over. So that's all right. I didn't really want it there anyways. So, I think because if we put a house here or expand this thing or whatever, I was talking to one of these contractors up here, and he suggested putting the septic line in that, right where that's, so we'll probably need to move it anyways.
So I was like, okay, well that
I was
makes
gonna
it,
knock it over anyways.
that makes it just easier. It's like halfway done
Just
for you.
easier if the wind blows it over.
It's like, it would be all the way down, but there's a tree that
Yeah.
stopped it
I
from
can cut
going
that
all the
tree
way.
down and bring it all the way down. The roof is fine. It's kind of bent a little bit on the edge, but that was always like that. So I'll probably reuse that and just build a better something somewhere. I'll probably,
Yeah.
I want to make a better one. Now that we're up here, live nearby, we can come up and make it right. Pit still, I mean, that was weird that didn't blow over. I'm really shocked that table
Yeah.
didn't knock over because that's not anchored down.
Right.
That's weird.
Yeah, it's weird.
Grass is pretty good under there.
Yeah.
Girls were playing here. They had their little.
They sat here and played with their dolls in the snow.
I'll put that in there. Nice to put that. So there's that. I got some slash piles I got to burn here one of these days. Everywhere. Well, oh, check this out. So you guys remember, if you've been following the channel, a couple of years ago I did a review and kind of not a review, but like a rebuild on this thing, or just to kind of get it tuned up. And we've been keeping this in our little building over here for the last couple of years, year and a half. Not thinking anything about it, you know. It's kind of, I was gonna sell it because I mean, it's only 500 watts, I don't really care. But we spent the night up here, what, 2 weekends ago?
Mm-hmm. We
stayed up here because there was the Aurora Borealis going on, or where the northern lights came down. Nothing, we didn't see them. We stayed up all night, it was total bust. Next morning we woke up and the Sequoia battery was completely dead.
Yeah.
I mean, it was just nothing. It was like, so I don't know what happened, like the lights were on or something in there, or I have no idea. I don't even know why it was dead. It was just cold. Might have just been the cold. So we tried jump starting it. I had that little lithium battery pack jump starter that didn't do anything. I had the side-by-side up here, plugged that in with jumper cables. That didn't do anything at all. Like, that was a total waste of time. And then I was like, well, I think there's a generator stashed up here, and I have the 12-volt cables in here. These old, these came with it. These this 12-volt plug. So it's got the 500 watts AC and then 12 volts. I don't know how many volts it is actually, but plugged it in there in no more than 5 minutes on that charger, and it started right up. So yeah, that's gonna stay up here. Want to start it just for fun? Why not? See how long it takes. I don't even know if there's gas in it. I just put a little bit in. Watch, it won't start. No, it's gonna go. Popping. Popping. So it runs fine. I don't know. 40-year-old rusty mess, but you know what? That thing works really good. So I'm gonna keep it. Plus it leaks a little bit of fuel, so it keeps all the bugs out of the outhouse. Some people were asking about the well. Watch out here, there's trips. And there's a line right here. So this is where I want to put a shop. Can we do that?
Mm-hmm. I've been telling you to do that for years.
Yeah. All right. So this is not ideal. I'm just going to keep that on there. This is the pressure tank. I emptied the pressure tank. I took it off of I took the hose off of this faucet here. So the way this works is kind of ghetto. So you have this power, like somebody was asking how this works. So basically you plug that into your generator for now, 110. I can run this pump off of that little tiny Honda, not the 500 one, but the 2,000 watt Honda. Pressure tank, what is this, 70 gallon, 80 gallon, 81 gallon tank. So then what you do is you open up this valve, you plug this hose in here, plug this into here, here, open that up to where it's on, plug that into the generator. This will just run, the generator will turn, that switch will turn the pump on from the generator. Water runs out of that into the tank, and then you get your water out here outside of the tank. So we just have like this makeshift, like kind of ghetto setup right now. So ideally what you do is you run this all this piping underground. So you'd have poly pipe that comes out, goes up into a well house, and then there's Ellie right there. What's she doing? Hey, Ellie Bear. Is Maddie okay?
Yeah, she's just in the cabin watching show.
Oh, okay. So yeah, that's basically what we got going. But what I had to do, and I didn't film it, was there's all this dirt and this big hole here that I dug, and this was all exposed, knowing the winter was going to come, like you see right here. I piled dirt around, you know, the base of this thing, so there's probably 4 feet of dirt, just to keep it from freezing up by the pitless adapter in there, because if that freezes up, then that's like another $100, and the well guys got to come out and fix it and everything. So hopefully we can keep that from freezing, and then I'll have to dig that back up and then trench it out to here and fix all that in the spring or summer or whatever. So it's done for the winter. It's going to be froze up here soon, so that's how that works. So it's kind of, I could turn it on, it would probably work fine right now, but then you'd have to drain it out right away, right? Because it'll freeze up. Don't fall in the well hole.
Okay.
The pit. It's not that deep. So I just pile it up around there. What else? That's about it. All right. That's all I have. Quick update. So we are up here now. It's going to be winter, so there's not a lot we can do up here other than just enjoy it on the weekends. So hope you guys are doing well. I'll see you on the next one.